So I'm starting a 100 days challenge where I am going to be showing up as the best version of myself. But first, I have to identify who the best version of myself is. If I don't know the best version of myself, how will I show up as that? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abiba, and my aim is to help you become the best version of yourself. First and foremost, you have to shift your identity to that best version of yourself. How do you shift your identity? The first step is awareness. You have to be aware of how you are creating your reality. The reality you are living in right now was created by the way you think, act, feel, behave. Everything you do is a mirror of whatever you're seeing in your reality right now. You created every single one of it. So if you want to live in a better reality, you have to change the way you sorry. What? You're laughing. If you want to change your reality, you have to change the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act to match the life you want to live. In 2023, this person that is sitting right here, this me did not exist, but I had that in my head. I did some changes in my day-to-day activities to be who I am today. So the person I want to be in like 2, 3, 4, 5 years time, or even next year, I know the actions I will take to be that person. I can't just be sleeping and waking up and expect the life I want to just miraculously appear. It's not possible. You have to take action. You have to take action. So the first step is awareness. You have to be aware of the patterns that are creating your current reality. What are the things you are doing? If you are stuck, what are the things that you are doing that is keeping you stuck? The first thing you are going to work on is your personality, which is your personal reality. So your personal reality was created by your day-to-day activities, the way you think, the way you act, the way you talk. Sometimes these things run on autopilot because you won't even be aware of most of the things you do. You just do them because of some things that have been imprinted in your subconscious since when you were a child. If you grew up in a family that did not really have enough, you most likely be rooted in scarcity, and it will influence the way you make life decisions. Because if you are thinking from a place of scarcity, how can you manifest abundance in your life? It's not possible. If you are operating from a scarcity mindset, you have to work on shifting to an abundance mindset. Remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So if you are operating from a scarcity mindset, guess what you will attract? Yes, more of scarcity, more of lack. You just keep complaining because that is how you are within. As within, so without. If you're always thinking of scarcity, you're always in lack, you're always just complaining, guess what will happen? That's what you keep seeing in your reality. So if you want to change your reality, you have to change the way you think. So you have to shift to an abundance mindset first before you will not see abundance in your reality. Ask yourself this question: what identity have I subconsciously accepted to be my own? Let's say, for example, you grew up in a family whereby women don't really make it. Now you have imprinted it in your subconscious that because you are a woman, you don't really need to make more, you don't really need to make money, you don't really need to live a fulfilled life. I don't know how to put it, but if you have that kind of mindset, you most likely sabotage your efforts into becoming a better version of yourself because you already have it in your subconscious that women don't really make it. Now, why do you want to make it? If you have it in your subconscious that all men cheat, guess what? All the man you'll be attracting in your life will always cheat on you because that's what you have told your subconscious. That's what you have accepted to be your truth. So you have to always attract what you are because that is what you keep thinking about. So before you can become the best version of yourself, you have to change the way you think. You have to work on your personality, which is your personal reality. Number two, ask yourself, what thoughts or emotions do I repeat daily? What are the things I usually think about every day? What are the things I usually feel every day? Obviously, as a Nigerian, is crazy because most times you will complain. You will complain in a day. You have a reason to complain. But if you actually want to live a better life, you have to remove yourself from that Nigerian mindset. I know it's hard, but you have to because that is what the media is doing to us. They will keep you in a scarcity mindset. They will keep you in a mindset whereby you always complain. Check the news outlet. Check everything the media is pushing out. It's always negative news. Check all those blogs. They're always posting negative news. You hardly see positive news on the internet. So you have to physically remove yourself from all those spaces that are influencing the way you think, the emotions you feel. If you want to, if you want to have an abundance mindset, you cannot be feeling negative emotion. You have to remove yourself from it. I'm not saying this, abandon your reality, but you have to be conscious of how you are feeling. If you are feeling a lot of negative emotions, because remember, what you feel will reflect in your reality. So you have to be conscious of it and make sure you remove yourself from all those environments that are making you feel negative emotions. Number three, ask yourself, what habit is not in alignment with the life I want to live? So you know some things that you are doing in your day-to-day activities that are not in alignment with the best version of yourself. For example, if the best version of yourself is covering her hair like me, because when I was younger, I wanted to be this person, but obviously I was not covering my hair. But I knew I was not in alignment because I know the person I usually visualize is like this, but that was not my current identity as at then. So I knew there's still misalignment, and there are some things I need to work on to become this person I am today. So obviously, the first step I had to take was to start covering my hair and start dressing more modestly, because the best version of myself is modest. She's classy. She does not expose her body. She does not expose her. So that is the picture I had for my own best version. So I had to start taking micro habits to become this person. Even though this person is still not the final best version, but at least it's still a better version compared to what I was before. So ask yourself, what is not in alignment with the life you want to live? If that person is dressing in a particular way, start dressing like that person. Even though you don't have the money, start making little effort to dress like that person. You just need to start making micro shifts in your day-to-day activities that is in alignment with the best version of yourself. That's how we shift. The best version of yourself is not in 10 years time, it's here now, right now. That's why I learned from a book titled The Power of Now. There's no past, there's no future. The only thing you have control of is the now. So how you make use of your now is what will influence your future. So now is the only thing we have, and now is what we are working on. So start making conscious effort to embody the best version of yourself. And then number four, ask yourself, who are the people I surround myself with? How is their life? If you feel like you don't want your life to be like the people you are surrounding yourself with, you have to remove yourself from that surrounding. You have to remove yourself from that environment. It's harsh, but it's the truth. If you don't want your life to be like the person that is around you, you have to remove yourself from it, because guess what? We become like five of the people that we surround ourselves with. So if you surround yourself with four idiots, guess who the fifth idiot is? It's you, my sister. So, and if you surround yourself with four intelligent people, guess who the fifth person is? Because no matter how, it will rub up on you. It will surely rub up on you. You start behaving like the people around you. If you even take conscious effort, you realize that sometimes you take up the slangs of the people that are around you. You won't even know. You say, ah, this is what this person used to say. You start talking like them. You start acting like them. That is how it is. It is a subconscious thing. You will not take note, but it happens because you spend most of your time around them. So you have to be conscious of who you are spending your time with. Our brain does not understand reality and imagination. It can't differentiate between both. So you have to start thinking like that person. Start visualizing that person. When you start behaving and reacting that life, the life of the best version of yourself, you recondition your body to live in that vision. You will literally live into that vision. So you cannot live an unhealthy lifestyle and expect to be fit in future if you are not taking micro steps to become fit. So if you want to be a fit person, you have to start making conscious effort to be that person. Cut out junk food, start doing little exercise, start going to the gym or something. That is how you build the life you want. It will not just miraculously appear in front of you. No, you have to make conscious effort. You cannot keep thinking. You have to start making conscious effort to become the person, because you are already that person. You just need to change your day-to-day activities. Start asking yourself, what choice would I make today that my future self will thank me for? What can I do differently today that my future self will do? How will my future self react to this particular situation? What will my future self do? What emotions, what thoughts am I choosing to dwell in right now? Does it align with what my future self would feel or think? If it is not, you have to work on releasing it. The thing is, you don't wait for the life you want to arrive, to come, before you start feeling different. No, you have to start feeling different, and the life follows. And when you start acting, thinking, and behaving as the best version of yourself, guess what? You have already become the best version of yourself. So follow me on this 100 days journey, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.